we'll buy another truck that's like all done and has a motor in that runs, and then we'll just, all we have to do is stretch the frame.
Yeah, great idea.
And we could even, you think we could even leave the rears and everything on it, insert a piece in the middle, and just have the sleeve longer than it? 100%. Probably measure, right by the well.
I'm not worried about any of that.
Well, I know he's gonna go get a measurement at the rear.
We'll worry about that after we get this tacked in. Because it's gotta move. But,
is that it? I gotta fill that in?
yeah.
But that's actually how you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
I mean, that how like tiny of a tack do you want?
That sounded like you meant it right there.
Those good enough for you? He said it. Positive response. You know what I'm saying? I'd move this one easier than move that one. Just tell us what you need.
Out, just attach, just, I mean, I'm talking 16th, right there. Alright,
We are one? I at least feel good that there's tension on this. So like this, it's not just like sitting on those. But once we get it welded and we'll tack this on there, then we'll be able to put the black. Hold on. Welded.
Look at the back side. That's probably.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welding talk. These guys that are like, post it. I'm gonna post this shit up and you don't know shit about welding and be like, trying out for my new job. What's my day rate? They're like $7 an hour. Well, what are they paying me a day for welding like that?
You know, we're in a truck shop welding. You're making like 25 bucks an hour.
Well, it's better than $7.50.
$7.
You know what my nickname in high school was, Tyler? The penetrator. You know what I'm doing right now? Penetrating.
Shut up, bitch.
That is a gnarly gap, though. And the better the gap, the easier it is to make that root pass, I feel. Well, I shouldn't say, within reason.
Yeah. And that's yeah.
It's a perfect hole. I feel like you cut that
It's
out.
like fucking. I even want my salty John Fat shirt.
Yeah, we're doing it. I hope your dad watches this video. Where'd the weld node go, Mason?
What?
Where's the...
Grinding this out sucks.
So that was, let me square this up.
That was just a tiny bit.
It's kind of round.
And then grinding.
All right, guys. We got our frame stretched. This is exciting. Went well, I think.
It did.
Smooth. Yeah, it went smooth. Our measurements, everything seems to be. We've had some time to talk and think about it. Honestly, we've had a lot of time to prepare. This wasn't like we just went in, you know, free balling. We need to add 7 cross members. Got a couple with the low air leaf kit.
Yeah, how many do you have? Do you know?
They need to be with this the three-piece cross member, because what we're gonna have to do is we're going to have to loosen the bolt, or take this apart, get our die grinder. We're gonna have to custom CNC, because we're gonna essentially smush them in like a little bit more for where the liner is, for at least probably 3 of them, right? So we're doing every 3 feet. We'll do 1, 2, and 3, right? Yeah, so we gotta do that, and then we gotta add, it'd be 4 additional more, and the rest are associated with the rear end. So that spare Pete I got has the other 4, so we're good there. And it has the door that we need, and the mirrors, and a spare door, so that's good in case we ever rip one off, because our luck, that'll happen. Don't look, dude, we're about to fall off these. It's about to fall off these shit jack stands. Dude, stop. No, can't. Yes, hell yeah.
Is it flexible?
Bad idea, Mason. Yes, bad idea.
We get through all of this. and it's
Dude, that wood is lean.
like, yeah.
Holy
It's fine.
shit.
Don't worry too much about little stuff.
What are your thoughts on how this went? This is my first time doing this, clearly.
I mean, we're open for business at this point.
Yeah. If we had a truck that we didn't have to build the whole thing and just stretch the frame, like just put a piece in the middle, we could probably knock it out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to like put a longer drive shaft in and all the other stuff.
I'm sure once you get measurements, it's probably,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and extend like all your lines and shit, which I'm sure it can't be that complicated. I mean, hell, we could do it the shit way and just
Add lines?
put unions in it. And just
Oh
you
my
have like,
God.
instead of, that would drive me nuts. If you go to-
Technology for-
It's just like got 6 unions in it where he extended it. That should piss me off so much. But no, I mean, it looked good. We did a bunch of measurements on it. Our measurements, one thing we didn't measure was the cut. Like, we didn't like square the cut up perfectly. So it's off like what?
Half-inch.
A 1/2 inch maybe, but we're gonna lop the long 1/2 inch off to make it square.
I think it was better that way anyway. That way your cuts aren't exactly the same spot, you know?
Yeah, it's off by, 1/2 inch. So we got the liners to go in it. We got to modify some cross members. We have a mag drill coming on Monday, so we can then start drilling out the stuff for the cross members for the low air leaf. Yeah, I mean, it's going good. This was, I think, like a big step. Is just if we can get it a roller, then we'll pull the motor in the cab and all that stuff and start moving that back. I think once we get the motor cab and sleeper in front end on it, right? So like we move it and get all that stuff, then I think we're off to the races. Do you not agree? I think that's the play. So get the chassis right, ordered up some parts for the cat motor, the 3406B, and we're gonna be rock and rolling with that. I am looking for a car hauler front axle. If anyone's got that, the 5-inch drop front axle, because we're going to do air ride front and rear. And I know they make air ride kits for these, which I'm not opposed to, but I'd prefer, it's a wider track width. The guys like the low air leaf, they like the car hauler front axle. So if I could find a car hauler front axle, I'm on it. The rear is the low air leaf cutoff, so we'll be drilling that shit out. And then we should have a 330-inch wheelbase piece coming up here shortly. So For those guys that are watching this video, you're like, hey, I'm here for the instructional, like how to. We're not experts, so you could take this with a grain of salt. But what we did is we just lopped this son of a gun off. We measured our frame. I measured from wheelbase to the back of the frame on the factory Pete, and that was like 54 inches. So I got my measurement plus 54 because I knew my wheelbase. I knew what I needed to add and where I was going to make my cut. And we ordered the frame from PG Adams. Did a straight cut because we're running a liner. I went with a thicker material. What's the thickness on this, Mason? Went from 1/4 to 3/8?
Yeah, say it's 3/8, I think.
Huh? Yeah, this is some thick shit. This is very nice stuff. And you can tell even when you're grinding it, this stuff is serious.
You can see the difference between the factory.
Yeah, there you can see it. So and then the difference.
Literally twice as thick.
Yeah, the difference here is going to be hidden by the sleeper, and then the tanks are going to go even further back than that. So you're never going to see any of this, so you know it's structural. I know what you're saying, oh, well, the liner's not going to fit perfect. All you got to do is shim the bottom of the liner. So we'll get just like a piece of flat stock, knock that in there, weld it in, and then the liner will be supported on top and bottom. So we did think that through. Other than that, you know, we cut it straight. A lot of people say you can't cut it straight, but I don't see why you can't cut it straight. So
That's find out.
Yeah, I mean, if it breaks in half, if you years from now, if you're watching this video and I have another video up on my channel that says my Peterbilt broke in half,
You know what?
don't cut it straight, cut it at an angle. But we were getting this stuff and it came cut straight, so that's just how it was. Can you imagine how complicated it would be getting it cut at an angle?
That's literally what if you were doing like a zigzag through that, I'm like, how are you gonna match that up?
No, I mean, because you cut it and have like a template, but still, it's just it's more work. And you running that liner, I mean, look at how thick these are. We got 6-foot liners, so you have 3 foot on each side. Those are serious. They're just as thick. They bolt in, like I said, they'll be supporting a bunch of stuff. So very excited about this. And it's not like we're going to be hauling super heavy. What do you think the heaviest we'll ever haul is? 80,000, really, I guess.
I mean, yeah, we'll never be over 86,000.
So, well, I mean, at most, right? Like I get a land all trailer and I haul like a truck, some tanks, and a deuce. That's light.
That's nothing.
No.
I mean, we get this thing done. We may use it to haul an excavator once in a while or something, you know, if we need to. But it won't be that bad. I mean, nothing crazy. We're not going to be doing no oversized loads, that's for sure.
So I think it'll be perfect for us. And, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll be in the market to pick up another one in the future. You never know. I mean, I started off with one race car, and look at us now.
We have another one out there ready to be built.
Yeah, no, I'd rather, if I ever buy another one, like we got this for $5,000, I'd probably like spend 40 on one that's like all running and modify it.
I'm not trying to be dick.
But you told me.
I told you to do that from the beginning.
Yeah, but if I had to come out of pocket 40 grand to do this, I just wouldn't have done it. So, but the next one, knowing how much work has gone into this already,
I feel like we haven't worked.
we really haven't. We have, this is like our 3rd or 4th night working on it. Other than CJ trying to take the wheels off with the lug nuts still on.
That was an all-time great.
After I
You almost had it.
You almost had it.
You almost
Still did.
honestly, if you would have whacked it harder, I
Just
think it
think,
would have come off.
if we didn't tell him, hey, the lug nuts are still on, he'd still be out back trying to get them off.
Hey, your tool's right there, bud.
Yeah, there it is. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are interested in coming to the rodeo, here's the information. It is March 2nd. March 2nd. This location, that company, 9 a.m. start. We're going to be serving food. We have some gifts to give away. Probably going to be giving away some of these to people that answer questions correctly, and we'll have some shirts as well. So if you're interested in doing storm work, it's a great gig. You guys make a lot of money. Have a bunch of great guys that work for us already, and we have a busy year already, and it's looking like it's going to stay busy, which is great. So yeah, it's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next upload.